Hey everybody, John with Mountain Shadow Farm, and today is Cornish Cross Butchering Day. A happy day, but also a sad day. We spent the last 8 weeks raising these birds to produce meat for us and other people who have requested fresh, organically fed, pasture-raised chicken. So today's butchering day. We're going to get started, and I've got everything set up, and we're just about ready to go. To show you what we have here, first we have my tractor with the cones. This will be where we will dispatch the birds. We've got some buckets underneath to capture some of the blood. And then here, Sarah and I will be scalding the birds once they're dead, which will loosen the feathers. This has to be at 145, 150 degrees. They were a little hotter than that, so we turned off the flame underneath them. It's just a simple 2-burner outdoor setup with propane, and that will loosen the feathers on the birds by getting them in water at 145, 150 degrees. They will then go into this chicken plucker. Give you a good look inside. All these are these rubber fingers, and the bird tumbles around and it takes all the feathers off. It's got an auto watering system, and I also have the hose to add more water. The more water you put in there, the easier the feathers will come off. From here we'll have a bird with pretty much 90-95% of the feathers off, and we'll bring them to our table here, and it's been washed with bleach, sanitized, all ready to go. All the implements have been cleaned very well. And here I'm going to remove the intestines and any minor feathers. We'll throw them in there. They'll go away. Things like hearts and livers, we're going to put some ice in these bowls, and we'll put hearts and livers in here. Also, any birds that we part will be put on ice here in these bowls for chicken breast, chicken wings, thighs, and drumsticks. Once they are cut up, once the intestines are removed, chicken is either whole or parted. Whole birds will go in here, which is where any leftover blood will come out in the water. Then we'll hose them off really, really good, and then we'll put them in ice and water in here in the cooler, which will be their final outdoor resting place. At which point we'll bring them inside, and inside we will bag them, vacuum seal, and have them prepped and ready for people to buy. That's the setup, and we're going to get to it. To get started, we're going to take one of these birds out, and we're going to carry it, 2 of them, over to these 2 cones, and we're going to put them in head first down in the cone and dispatch them.
You should push that end down right there so you can grab them if they're over.
Lord, thank you for these birds that you provided us and given us the pleasure of taking care of for 8 weeks. Thank you for your command after Noah came off the ark that the animals were given to us to eat. And we just ask that you bless these birds that will become our food. And we just thank you for giving us this opportunity, and we thank you for your creation. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Are you going to put one at a time over there?
Yeah.
Do you start hanging them by their feet now to calm them, or? let me turn your camera and bring it closer?
Yes, please. So these birds are both done. They're dispatched. They're not, there's no nerve motions anymore. We're going to go in the scalder. And we're going to get all parts of the bird in the water until the feathers are loosened. You don't want to cook them, you just want to scald them.
And what do you have your temperature at today?
145 to 150 is what it's supposed to be, and these were both at 145 when we put it in. If you get it higher than 150, you could start to cook them a little bit, and then the skin will come off when you do the chicken plucker, which we don't want to have happen. You just want to grab some. They're coming off pretty good. I'll give them just a few more seconds in here. The wing feathers are the toughest to come out, so if they come out pretty easy, then you've done a good job with your scalding. Okay, that thing's spinning. I'll show you what it looks like. Got water going in there and all those fingers are spinning. They're going to tumble the bird around. And they are pretty clean.
That did a really good job.
So this one got hung up in the plucker. So it lost some skin here and both wings broke. So this one we're going to end up parting out for people who want like just chicken breast or just wings or just legs or just thighs. This one came out perfect, did not get hung up, and this one is going to end up being a bird, a whole bird. So we're just gonna, there's a few feathers left over that didn't come out. Pull them out. Make sure there's no feathers left in it. Yeah, this bird just got hung up in there for some reason. Got caught on one of the fingers. I don't know, maybe I didn't have enough water going in there. I was videotaping, so I didn't get a chance to use the hose, the spray hose, which I was going to do both. This one, I don't, yeah, there's a couple wing feathers here. Just little tiny feathers left. Yeah, this one came out beautiful. No split skin. Even took the skin off the legs, the feet. And these feet are beautiful feet. We'll actually be selling these. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to try and pull the head off, if it'll come off. And it won't, so. We're going to get the esophagus and the windpipe out. Here like that. I just put my fingers underneath it, get it out, and then we're going to pull this skin up and get to the crop. The crop should be pretty empty because I stopped feeding them at noon yesterday. Right there. I'm going to separate it from the skin. Wow, their crops are really empty. There's nothing in it. nothing in the crop, which makes it even harder to separate. Because if there was food in it, it would be very clearly defined and easy to pull on because you'd have food to pull on. But I got it right here. I'm slowly separating it. You got to separate the crop from the meat itself so that you can pull it through the body cavity at the end. If it's still attached to the skin, it won't pull through. Okay, so that's done. So now on this side, we are going to make a slit right above the vent, and you don't want a big slit, just enough to get in there, because that's where all the intestines are, and you don't want to cut the intestines. There we go. I can get a finger in there now. And what we're going to do is open this up, and we're going to pull the intestines out all the way through. You want to keep them intact. Probably got to reach right in there and grab a hold of them. Yep, there it is. There's the gizzard. Separate the fat off the gizzard so you can keep the fat in the chicken. Fat's the tasty part. Heart, liver coming. There's the heart. You just want to pull it all through. Okay, so that's all out. We're going to separate out the heart. And there's the gallbladder. You don't want to mess with the gallbladder. You want to just pinch it off and move it away. And then here's the liver. I'm going to give that a bowl. And now we have to cut down on either side of the tail. Take out the remainder, and that's it. You got a whole pile of intestines that we're not going to keep. Take a look inside, make sure you got everything out. I think the lungs came out with everything else, it looks like. Now, some people keep the head and neck on. I am not going to. I am going to take the head and neck off. Try and get between two vertebrae. Separate the neck from the head. The reason I'm separating the neck from the head is I'm going to keep the necks so I can make chicken broth. Okay, and so that's all cleaned out. Now we're going to take the feet off. You look for the valley and it should cut right through. Yep, give you an end that looks just like a chicken in the store. We'll have a leg bowl. And then we're going to take the hose and rinse it through and put it in the water bin for about 10 minutes and then put it in the ice after that, after we clean it up. And that is how you process a Cornish cross meat bird. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to take off the oil sac right here at the base of the tail. You want to take that little oil sac off. There we go. Little oil sac. Just get rid of it. But there you go. It's done. Gonna rinse it off, get it cleaned up, and put it in the water to sit for 10 minutes. Well, we're done. And those live birds, this is what they are now. Chicken. Just like you'd get from a store. Looks great. Big, plump, Cornish cross chickens. Got 10 of them in the cooler. Here's a little smaller one. Yep, this one got bruised because it got the wing outside the cone. We're going to keep that one for home. And yeah, we got some nice birds here. We only had one that got broken wings and legs. I'm really not sure why that happened. We had put 2 of them in at a time, and that might be why. Just doing them one at a time seemed to work out pretty good. So we're draining. Yeah, I parted that one out because the bones broke right at the joint where you would part it out anyway. So I parted that one. And the other ones here are for us and for sale to other people who have asked me for some. And we're going to sell whole birds at $5 a pound. And the parted ones, eventually, I don't have enough chickens to do parted ones this time, but next time I'll have 30 birds. We're going to part 10, and I'll be selling those for chicken breasts for 10 pounds, leg quarters for $8 a pound, and then the wings for $5 a pound. And then we'll also have livers and hearts for dog treats, stuff like that. But that won't be till the 30 are done, and they'll get butchered in July. But that's the experiment for today. It went real well. Everything worked like clockwork, just like we had expected it to. And I'm real happy with the process. And in the future, if you'd like to buy some chicken from us, Mountain Shadow Farm, you can find us online at mountainshadowfarm.org. And just give us a shout out. Our email is on the website, and we'll butcher some chickens for you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share.